Welcome, dear viewers, to a journey through the sands of time. Today, we unveil the captivating story of the Egyptian goddess Aset, also known as Isis. Join us as we explore her myth, her legacy, and the profound impact she had on ancient cultures. Prepare to be immersed in a world of ancient mysticism and enduring wisdom. Let's embark on this enlightening journey together. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay tuned for more fascinating explorations. Ancient Egyptian culture has left an indelible mark on the world's history, with its mysteries, deities, and rich mythology. Among these captivating figures, the goddess Aset, often known by her Greek name, Isis, stands as one of the most revered and influential deities. Journey with us through the annals of time as we explore the captivating story and enduring legacy of this extraordinary goddess. A name reclaimed, Aset, not Isis. In contemporary times, the name Isis has unfortunately become entangled with a militant group associated with crimes against humanity and cultural heritage destruction. To disentangle the confusion, we propose reverting to her original Egyptian name, Aset. By doing so, we pay homage to her rich cultural heritage and distance her from any unintended associations. The ancient Egyptian pantheon, birth of the divine. In the ancient Egyptian cosmogony, the world emerged from watery darkness. Atop a sacred mound, the sun god heralded the birth of creation. This divine act gave rise to a pantheon of gods and goddesses, including Aset, born of Geb and Nut, and her siblings Osiris, Seth, and Nephthys. Among these deities, Aset and Osiris took center stage, symbolizing essential elements of the ancient Egyptian belief system. Osiris represented the promise of eternal life, having been resurrected by his sister wife, Aset, after his murder. Their union resulted in the birth of Horus, the falcon god and the rightful ruler of Egypt. The pharaohs of Egypt were believed to embody both Horus in life and Osiris in the afterlife. Aset, the throne of Egypt. Aset's significance in Egyptian culture is further underscored by her hieroglyphic name, a throne. Every pharaoh was considered her child, emphasizing her role as the divine protector of kingship. Beyond this, her influence extended far deeper into the fabric of Egyptian society. The divine guardian of the afterlife. Aset's reputation as the great of magic stemmed from her profound ability to resurrect the dead. The pyramid texts, early Egyptian religious texts, frequently mention her as a key figure. In these texts, the deceased pharaoh, now identified as Osiris, directly appeals to Aset for resurrection. These pyramid texts would later evolve into the famous Book of the Dead, guiding the deceased on their journey to the afterlife, a place of renewal and eternal existence. Aset's role in this narrative was pivotal, offering hope to the departed. A maternal deity, Aset's compassionate side. Aset's appeal transcended the realm of divine politics. Her personal trials and tribulations, including her husband's death and her role as a single mother to Horus, endeared her to the Egyptian people. She was viewed as a compassionate and humane deity, ready to aid in various aspects of life. Whether it was protecting a child from a venomous snake bite, ensuring fertility, aiding in childbirth, or offering solace to those in need, Aset's influence was omnipresent. Her devotees sought her assistance in matters of love, healing, travel, and the quest for eternal life. A multifaceted goddess, Aset's many names. Aset's multifaceted nature is reflected in her 10,000 names, each signifying a unique aspect of her divine essence. Among these names are Mistress of Heaven, Queen of all gods, goddesses and women, and the Lady of Love. As the centuries passed, Aset absorbed the attributes of other goddesses, notably Hathor, reflecting her ever-growing significance. In recognition of her profound importance, temples dedicated solely to Aset began to proliferate during the late stages of Egyptian civilization, reinforcing her status as a primary deity. A universal presence, Aset beyond Egypt. Aset's influence transcended the borders of Egypt and resonated with cultures far and wide. From the 4th century BC in Greece to the Roman era, her worship extended throughout the Mediterranean world. In Rome, her cult became a mystery religion, experiencing both periods of repression and imperial protection. The multicultural appeal of Aset allowed her to seamlessly transition into the Greek and Roman pantheons. Cleopatra herself was likened to a new Isis, and Aset's influence continued to expand. A guardian of empires, Aset's role in Rome. In Rome, Aset's cult found a strong foothold, with several temples and sanctuaries dedicated to her. She became synonymous with the protection of emperors and the welfare of the Roman Empire. Her festivals were celebrated with great fervor, and even those less inclined toward her worship consumed bread made from Egyptian grain, transported by the Isis, an imperial carrier boat. The Serapeum, a grand temple dedicated to Egyptian deities in Rome, stood as a testament to her enduring influence. This temple was a pinnacle of Roman devotion to Egyptian gods and goddesses, and it remained one of the most important Roman temples. The end of an era, decline of Aset's cult. As history marched forward, the ancient Egyptian religion, including the cult of Aset, faced its twilight. The Temple of Isis at Philae, one of the best preserved Egyptian temples, bore witness to the end of the old pagan religion. After millennia of worship, the last hieroglyphic inscription was etched on its walls in 394 AD. The final testament to Aset's cult at Philae stands as a Greek inscription dated 456 AD, marking the temple's closure in 535 AD. While the temple was not completely destroyed, it was converted into a church, symbolizing the shift in religious ideologies. A lasting legacy, Aset in the modern world. Aset's legacy persisted through the centuries. During the Renaissance, her image adorned the Vatican, and the decipherment of Egyptian hieroglyphs allowed for a rekindling of her story. Her influence reached such heights that people named themselves Isidoros or Isidora, meaning gift of Isis. Towns with names based on the concept of gift of Isis can still be found across the globe. Aset's role in early Christian iconography is a subject of debate among historians. Some argue that her portrayal influenced the depictions of Mary and Jesus, as both were worshipped in the same regions for a time. Others contend that the similarities are coincidental, rooted in the universal symbolism of motherhood. A message of tolerance, Aset's lasting lesson. Aset's story offers a timeless lesson in religious tolerance and cultural acceptance. In the words of the philosopher Plutarch, the ancient Egyptians did not consider their gods exclusive to their own people but recognized the universality of divine essence. Aset's influence transcended borders and cultural boundaries, embodying the idea that the divine can be found in many forms across different societies. As we reflect on the myth and legacy of Aset, we are reminded of the enduring power of storytelling and the ability of ancient figures to continue shaping our understanding of the world. Aset, or Isis, remains a symbol of compassion, protection, and the universal quest for the divine. Thank you for joining us on this odyssey through ancient Egypt and the story of Aset, the goddess of enduring legacy. If you enjoyed this journey, please like, share, and comment below. Your thoughts and insights matter. Stay tuned for our next adventure in history. Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep discovering the wonders of our world. Thank you for watching.